Yeah. Yeah. We. So I still have a cold, and yeah, this is not the most fun in the world. Um I don't Jesus Christ. I wake up every morning. I'm on the tail end of it. I know I'm on the tail end of it because I wake up every morning and it's just like, hey, I'm not a phlegm factory anymore. I'm good to go. I can get up and start doing things. And then I get up and start doing things, and it's like, bleh, bleh, bleh. So, yeah, I'm on the. I'm hopefully going to be good. I am waiting for the stream preview to say that it is working because it says session is at um, 1 minute 15 seconds, but nothing is appearing on the stream. Hold on, let me just try reloading the. Okay, yeah, I just had to reload it. Okay, cool, I'm live. Hi, I'm Mark Aldrich. I do game development and sometimes maker projects. I have occasional stuff at my workbench over there. But yeah, Unity, Unity. What did I do last time? Last time, I made this. We have, hold on, we're gonna make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, last stream I made this that my intention was to throw out immediately afterwards, but I figure if I can at least get the map design done and add a couple more things and maybe fix the insane jittering of this character and do a little bit of balance work, maybe I could get to a point where like I could throw this on itch just as like a small fun project. Maybe have some kind of goal to go to and some way that we can die and then restart the level. So, yeah, we're going to work on that today. That's the goal. That's the goal. We're going to I want to add one more ability to the player so that the right mouse button does something. Um I want to add a goal for the player to work towards instead of just run around until you die. And I want to handle player death. I think I know how I'm going to handle player death. I think what I'm just going to do is we're just going to create a script. Let's just get right into this. Create mono behavior script on player death. No, not on player death. That sounds like that's a method name. We don't want to do a method name. We want to do a proper name. Player end game. No, not end game. Yeah, we'll just call it player death. You don't want to call it anything like player death controller or player death something or other, just because, you want to try and keep these names somewhat simple so it's easy to read. Okay, so how do we want player death to work? I think I just want the current level to be reloaded. So, yeah, we're just going to have a... No, you know what? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a public void kill player. And we're gonna... Oh, I know what we're gonna do. I know what we're gonna do. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have an event. I just need to remember exactly how events work. Private, static. Is it action? I believe this is how you write it. Let me just... Yeah, this is going to be... I like to use the built-in event system instead of the Unity... I'm going to sneeze. Instead of the... Bless me. Instead of the Unity event system. Just because I know it. So yeah, this is just going to invoke on death. So what we'll do is everything related to the player death we will have happen in this. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna get rid of all that. And there we go. Now it is static. It always exists everywhere, and anything can end it. That is not how you're supposed to design this, but that's how I'm doing this. Really, this should be somewhat protected so that any random class can't just say, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to kill the player. It should be a specific class that does it. So, yeah. Okay, so on death, we will... Let's see, how exactly do I want this to run? What do I want? What do I want after this? Okay, movement. Oh, we could stop the player from moving? That... Yeah, when it dies... So, hold on, let's just get a... What is it called? Get a notepad out. Okay, format. Font. Okay, so, yeah, I was hoping I could change that to be a little bit more. Can you zoom in? Oh, hold on. Format, font, size, 28. Okay. More readable. Very good. So on death, we want a timer that will activate to restart the level. We want a sound effects, which, oh yeah, sound effects are going to be something that we're going to have to add to this game at some point. Ew. So on death, we want a timer. We want a sound effect. We want to stop inputs. Yep. Okay. So we can do the inputs first. We just need to go into movement. And on enable, hold on, wait, what? Oh, shit, I made that private. That needs to be public. Dot on death plus equal to player dies. Okay, so we're going to need to, one, on disable. Player dies. Okay. So when the player dies, I'll actually have this below the standard update function. Private void player dies. So now when on death is invoked, this script will run. we're not going to freeze all of the constraints. We're just going to have a private bool player is alive. And we're going to initialize that as true. On the update loop, we're going to have player is alive. If the player is not alive, return. And I'm also going to take all of this and move that into a separate method. And we're going to call this method process movement. There we go. So if the player is not alive, we return. Otherwise, we process movement. So when player dies is just going to set player is alive to false. Let's see. So yeah, stop that. That's the first input that we're stopping. So save that. I suppose the other option, I don't think disabling the inputs is going to be a good thing, because I feel like that's just going to cause, like if I am moving my character forward, my input is recorded as 1. If we disable inputs, I don't think that resets that 1 to 0. I think it just maintains it as 1, because there's never a point where we're like pulling back. So we can, yeah, we're not gonna involve that. Let's see. So we have fire bullet is going to be next. Let's see. Yes, we do have that enabled. So we need to have a on death plus equal to stop shooting. And then on disable okay. Now we're going to make another same method idea. Yeah, here's how I think this one is going to go. Same as the last one. We'll just have a can fire. Okay, so we can fire. And can fire. Oh, no, no. Or. Okay. No, and. Or means if either of these is true, then we're allowed to keep going. We're looking for the opposite of that. So if either of these is not true, then we return. No, wait a minute. If either of these is not true, then we don't return. Okay, hold on. My brain needs to work this out. If the number of bullets is less than 0, Yeah, it is or. It's or. It's or. Logic. I took a class on that one time and didn't do well. Can fire equals false. Okay, so on death, we should not be able to do that. Now, what do we want death to be? We have our enemies tagged as enemies, right? Prefabs, enemy. Enemy has an enemy tag. Okay, so we know that our enemy is tagged as an enemy. So what I'm thinking we should do is give the player health, and as they are touching an enemy, their health goes down. Yeah. So how would that look? All right, so we're gonna add a script. Unity script. Player health. My next project, when I plan on making it a complete game that I want people to actually play, I am not going to create a player health script. I'm just going to create a health script that can be used by everyone, and then just have an interface that helps decide what is going to happen. So, like, I'll have a character dies script, and if the player dies, they'll have one thing happen. If an enemy character dies, or that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay. Player health. We need a health value. Public float health. 100 health. We have 100 health for this game. So what I think I want to do is have a script or have a method on collision stay. I'm curious how this will work. So if other is not player but enemy, and this should be replaced with the compare tag, because game object compare tag is more efficient. I don't like how Unity handles this, because string math concatenation comparisons are expensive compared to just doing number checks. So yeah, my theory is that on collision stay is called on the fixed update loop. Health minus equal to time dot fixed delta time. Okay. Health minus equal to time dot fixed delta time. Okay. And if health is less than 0, player death dot on death. No, dot kill player. There we go. Okay, so if we are being hit by an enemy, reduce health. Oh, you know what? Just to make sure that this is... only called when this happens. Okay, so if we are impacted by an enemy, health minus equals to time, fixed delta time. Yeah. That works. Okay, let's see if it works. If it actually works, though. Get out of here. Go to our player. Add this onto them. Player health. Hit play. I'm just going to look at it and see how it works. Okay, so it sits at 100. It should go down at a rate of 1 per second, in theory. Okay, so 4 of them are on me, so it should go down at a rate of about 4 per second. Ah, die, 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 god damn it, die. Die, motherfuckers, die. Ah! Run away! Run away! Oh god, they're phasing through the walls. I have no bullets left. Wait, what? How do I have no bullets left? Oh god. Ah! Well, okay. Hold on. Hit play. Because I could swear I had 2 bullets left. 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90. Hold the phone. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Mess up on my part. Okay. So we have health. What happens when the player runs out of health? Let's find out. Oh no, they're coming after me. Ah! Ah, they're eating me! They're eating me! Holy shit, they've pressed me into the wall. Okay. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. 1. We die. Is it not invoked? If health is less than 0, player death, kill player. Okay, hold on. Let's just add a little print. Player dead. Okay, so yeah, let's add a couple here. Let's see. Fire bullet. Here we go. Can fire set to false. Okay, so player health, we're saying, okay, the player has died. Player has death. Thank you, AI. You are wonderful. You are great. Not the help I was looking for. On death was invoked. Okay. So we're just going to see what pops up out of here. What pops up? What message we get? You know what? Nope, hold on. We're going to stop that. Change that to 10. So it happens a little faster. Cool. We are free. Come at me, zombies. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Ah! Okay, player is dead. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This calls player death. So we should not be able to have inputs anymore. Oh, wait, we do. That's right. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, I must still have a cold brain because, my goodness. So, my issue was, why wasn't the player getting destroyed? When I was like, oh crap, the player does not get destroyed. Okay, so I can get rid of all of the prints here. So it works as expected, in theory. Actually, let's test that. Give it a sec. Yeah, I also, my next thing is going to be to fix this jittering. No input. No input whatsoever. We're dead. Okay, goody. Now I want to set a I'm going to say 3 seconds. 3 seconds will be a good timer. Okay. So player stop inputs. That's done. Now we just need to... how are we doing this? How are we going to do this? How are we going to set a timer and restart the level? I'm guessing a coroutine will be the way to handle that. So, yeah. Add a new Unity script. Restart level on death. On enable, we're going to set our thing to run. Let's see. So that's going to be player death dot on death plus equal to restart level on timer. We're going to make sure we add that method in, and then on disable, And this is going to start a coroutine. Now, coroutines are one of those things that I try to avoid using if I can, but in situations where they are useful, I will absolutely go nuts using it. So, private enumerable is it I enumerator? I'm just trying to remember exactly how these work. How do they function? What do they do? It is enumerator. I think we just name it now. While true, yield return, wait 4 seconds, 3F. New wait for seconds. Right, because it's an object. It's not... Wait for seconds is not a method. It's an object. We could cache it if we needed to. So basically, we're going to start the coroutine. Restart level. And then on disable, we'll just stop all coroutines because we'll be exiting out at that point. Yes. So private enumerator restart level. At this point, what we want to do is we want to get a reference to the level. Is there like a microphone on here that, well, there is a microphone on here that Ryder is using to listen to me, because its AI just immediately knew what I was like. I mean, I guess it's because I named the class restart level. So, yeah, okay. Scene manager, get active scene build index. Okay, so scene manager, load scene level. Okay, so after we die, 5 seconds, 3 seconds after we die, it will reload the level. Simple enough. What's the other thing that we're having issue with here? Can be made static. Why not? Okay, so we're gonna... What now? What is this? Function never returns. Yes, it does. Wait 3 seconds. Oh, you know what? We're going to have a... Can we not restart it in here? There we go. Okay, cool. Actually, wait a minute. We don't need this to loop. We just need this to run once, so we don't have to have that while in there. Okay, now it can be made static again. Static! Okay. All warnings are gone. I like getting rid of warnings as they pop up, even though, unless it's like something where obvious where like I'm going to be working on that again in the next 30 seconds. So, you know, chill out, Ryder. But I like to try and fix things as they pop up, so I don't end up building up. I know building up technical debt is inevitability, but if I can avoid that for a little while. Okay, so we wait 3 seconds. We restart the level. You know what? Do I want... No, never mind. I was going to say we could take that 3 and stop it from being a magic number, but nah. Okay. Enemy AI. I don't believe we need that anymore. At least not for now. Okay, so we're going to test this out. I have 10 health. We're going to go out. We're going to face our fears, face our enemies, which are spawning at an absolutely insane rate. Oh no, they're coming after me. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Ah. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, go. Go. Restart the level. Restart the level. The level's supposed to restart. The level is not restarting. Something is wrong. I broke something. I broke something. Hold on. Okay. Restart level on death. Let's see. So we add this restart level on timer to... So we should just start the coroutine, right? We should just automatically start the coroutine. Now, question. Restart level. Timer started. And then we should wait 3 seconds, and then restart levels should play. Unless it can't be static. That might be the issue. We'll find out. Okay. Blow down the doors. Wait for them to come for me. Hello? My time has come. And it's not getting called. What the hell? Well, oh my god. I'm just going to stand in the corner for a quick second. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm done from standing in my pity corner. I never added restart level on death to anything, so... Yeah. Yeah! Yeah, we'll just create a game manager, reset it to the center of the map. Restart level on death. It doesn't need any kind of reference to the health because health is just sending out a general events notice, so we know what's going on, but okay. Come on. Come at me. Let's do this. Let's do this. Eat me. Eat me. All right, there we go. Okay. So, problem. The problem is it started running that coroutine like 100-something times. So we need to make it so that if the coroutine is running once, it does not run it anymore. Or better yet, player death only runs once. So we're gonna set a private bool. We're gonna call this is already dead. And that is going to equal false. Now, if health is less than 0 and we are not already dead. So we're going to set ourselves to is already dead true and then kill the player. Okay. There we go. I'm going to die. Let's try that again. This time it should only run once. And we're going to try this twice. Come. Feast upon my flesh. Eat that meat. Eat that meat. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Cool. We restarted the level. Let's try again. Make sure it works a second time too. We're going to do this 3 times just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. We have died. The level has restarted. Let's start walking again. Last time. If it works this time, I am content with it and ready to move on. Come on. Come on. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We're good. Get rid of those messages. Destroy on impact. Restart level on death. There we go. Get rid of those. I don't think this needs any special explanation. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Bullet destroys enemies, and the enemies get destroyed too. Let's see. What if we had destroy on impact? I'm just thinking out loud here. What if destroy on impact, if it hits the player, we're not going to destroy it, but we're going to other.game objects dot get component. We're not going to get the make it kinematic. What the heck? Why would I want to make it kinematic, AI? Come on. Calm down. Okay. We're going to get the player health component dot health minus minus. minus equal to 5. If we get hit by a bullet, reduce our health by 5. Yeah. Now, we've never actually been hit by a bullet before. I don't think we can get hit by a bullet. I think they're too far forward. You think you're going to get me? You think you're going to get me, huh? Huh? Okay. Let's think about this. What do we want next? So we have our restart level timer. Now we need a sound effect. Let's go on the internet and see what we can find. I am going to start on a separate thing here just so I can check to make sure nothing embarrassing pops up. What is a good website? Free sound. Hold on. Okay. So. Oh, God, that is so bright. Do they have a dark mode? Does their website have a... No, it doesn't. Okay. So we're just going to make that a little smaller just because, my God, that is bright. Okay. Death. What's death sound like? That was bad. That was really bad. All right, I want that one. We're just gonna. Oh, I have to have an account to download from here. I didn't know that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take this over here because I want to get some sound effects going. So, log in. I don't think I actually have an account with these guys, so. I am not a robot. Join. This password is... I have joined. They sent a verification to my email. Gosh darn it. Oh, I should hit the save button. Okay, well, I just got to go to my email. Riveting content, really. Hold on, let's go over here. I am actually going to change my thing to just my face so you can look at my beautiful, beautiful mug and get a nice view. Don't notice the hole up in the ceiling there or the what used to be black mold, but I killed all of it with some special cleaning stuff and it just looks gross. But yes, have a wonderful view of my garage, workspace, office thing while I try to get access to my email. Because log in to my email. passwords, because they're all just random jumbles of letters. Free sound. If you are not automatically redirected. Cool, I have been redirected. Oh, username. Did I log in? No, I did not. I did not spell my username correctly. What? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. That is... Okay, so free sound. I need to fix my account with them. That is not interesting material, so I'm going to do that outside the stream. I'm just going to write down a little note to reset free sound so that I can actually get some sounds. We're going to go to Pixabay because I have an account with them already. So I can just click on that button and go to sound effects. Okay, cool. Death. Okay. Very infectious laughter. You know what? We're going to do that one. We're going to do the... Oh, hey, my face. It's still my face. Main scene with face. There we go. Okay, we're on Pixabay now. Say thanks to Free Sound Community. Thank you, Free Sound Community. Okay, what license did they pick? Use content for free. Cannot sell or distribute it. On standalone basis, yeah, I don't plan on doing that. If content contains any recognizable trademarks, don't do that. Cannot use content in an immoral or illegal way, not doing that. You cannot use content in a misleading or deceptive way, not doing that. You cannot use any of the content as part of a trademark, design mark, trade name, business name, or service mark. Not doing any of that. We are making a game, a bad game that I am going to be throwing on itch. So we don't need to think about that. Thank you, Free Sound Community. I'm just gonna... I cannot escape free sound. Okay. So, we have our death sound. How about zombie? Okay, I need something short, like a second. Something short. 1 second. 1 second of zombie going bleh. You know what? We're going to skip that part for now. We're just going to take the sound that we have. We're going to make use of it. Okay, so I need a audio source. Does the main camera have an audio source, audio listener on it? Yes, it does. Good. Okay. The player is going to have a audio source. We have our movement. Our firing bullet is good. Player health works. Audio source. How do we want to handle this? I mean, I think it's just going to be a new script that handles that. Death sound. Sure. Okay, our death sound. How does death sound work? Let's think about this for 1 second. We need a reference to the audio source, which I don't need to be in a serialized field. What I do need is the death clip, is the clip of the death. And private audio source. We're going to require the audio source, and in awake, not in start, in awake, we're going to get our audio source. Okay, so we get our audio source. We now need a on enable player death on death. We are going to add a new event to our death, which is play death audio. And then on disable, remove play death audio from the event. So, what are we doing when we're playing the death audio? We're taking our audio source and we're playing a one shot, which is our death sound. And that's it. I am not doing anything with... Oh, you know what? Actually, we should. Audio source. No, we're not doing it again. Dot pitch. We are changing our pitch to 1. That is going to reset it because when you use a sound effect a lot, like a gunshot or a mining sound of like taking a pick and hitting an object or bullets firing, if you have the exact same sound playing over and 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 over again, it starts to grate on the ears. It becomes painful to listen to. So what you'll often do is you'll take the pitch and you'll just set it to a random value between 0.95 and 1 point, or 0.95 and 1.05. Yeah, so about a 5% range on either end, plus or minus 5. And what that will do is that will randomize the noise slightly, and it's a massive improvement to how it sounds. We're going to do that at some point. Not for this, though. We want that death audio to be the same every time because it's going to rarely happen, so we're just going to set it to exactly what we want it to be. Okay. So save that. The death sound will pop up here. We need to get our death sounds there. So in my downloads, we're going to take this and we're going to put this in our assets. That's our sound. Okay. So now we go back to our player and our death sound. Stick it in there. File, save, play. Let's test it out Let's see. Come here, foes. Come get me. Feast upon my flesh. Not you. Not you. These ones. There we go. That's a little better. More my style. Ah. There we go. We have died. Okay. Sound effect is good. Everything for on death is done. Okay, cool. So, our players die. Oh, a health bar. Health bar would be nice. Having a thing. Let's see. How are we going to do our health bar? It's a... I think it's a slider. Yes, I think it is. Okay, so we have our slider. That's in the middle of the screen. We're going to rename this to health bar. Let's see, the background. We have that as just that flat background. We're going to have that set to none. We have a little handlebar here. We're going to get rid of that handlebar. The handle slide area. Get rid of that. Don't need that. We don't need a sprite. Okay, that's going to be red. That is our health. The background is going to be not also red, but black. And a little bit transparent. I'm just going to play with this. I just want to play with this for a little while because health bars are fun. Okay, so we're going to have this. I'm thinking we should have this in the... Should we have this on the edge of the screen, or should we have this at the bottom of... At the edge of the screen, bottom, top, left, right, corners, or should we have it near the middle of the screen under the player? I don't think we should have it in the middle of the screen under the player because the player is there. Yeah, here's how I think we're gonna have this be in the upper corner. So like X is gonna be 0.1, 0.3. Yeah, that should work. And then the X direction, the Y direction is going to be 0.8, no, 0.8, 0.9. That is a health bar. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a health bar. Okay, background. Fill area. Okay, so we have our health bar. Minimum value, maximum value. We're going to change these in our health class. All right, we're going to take our player health. I don't think I'm going to have a separate script to display the health. Serialized field, private. It's not scroll bar. It's... God damn it, what is the name for it? Slider. That's the one. Health bar. Okay, so we're going to get our health bar. And just when the health goes down, so this is the only place where health is actually affected. We need an awake method. So on awake, health bar dot max value equals health dot value equals health bar dot max value. Okay, so the health bar is going to be full. Direction, handle rect, min value, normalized value. All right, the rest of that is stuff that I think I'm going to change in there. Okay, let's see. Slider settings. We're not doing whole numbers, so if I hit play, the min value should stay at 0. The max value should jump to whatever the health is. Oh, right, because I don't have it actually selected. Okay. Player health bar. Okay. Now we hit play. And that health bar should fill at the start. And the player health bar should be set to, 10, which is what we set our player's health to. Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay, so now we need to reduce it. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have a public void change health float health delta. Delta is just a word that signifies change, so we are changing the health. So 1, we are adding the health delta to the health, and 2, health bar dot value equals not health bar dot max value, but health. What we're also going to do, though, is health equals mathf.clamp, and we are going to clamp it to between the health bar max value and the value there, and then it's less than or equal to 0. So we can now change this to time.fixedDelta time. So, okay, cool. So we've lowered the health. I'm going to put this in a separate one that we're just going to call check death, and take all that, move that in there. Actually, you know what? Checking for death is not something that we would do here. We would do that every time we changed the health. So check death. in there, not there. Okay. And destroy on impact. Health minus equal to 5. Minus time fixed delta time, because we're modifying the health, not just lowering it. Other game objects, docket component, player health. So instead of doing that, we will instead do change health by minus 5. So that's what bullets will do. There we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're doing well. So now if the player is hit by a bullet, our health should drop. So let's get in here. Let health go up. Okay. Look at that. Health is going down. It's going down faster now. All right. I'm not a fan of that 3 seconds. How long is that audio clip? Does it say in here? Three, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to do 5 seconds instead of that. Move death sound into scripts. I'm going to organize my scripts now, I think. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to add a directory for death. Let's see. Death sound, player death, player health, restart level on death. I think that's it for death related stuff. But like there's 4 things related to one particular subject matter. You know, you may as well group them together. Fire bullet and refill ammo, I think, belong together. Fire bullet, refill ammo, bullet movement, and destroy on impact. Add class. Bullets. No, we're not adding a class bullet. God damn it. Delete the bullet class. Go away, bullet. We're going to add a directory called bullet. Bullet movement, destroy on impact, fire bullet, refill ammo. That's all bullet-y stuff. Okay, we're going to move all of you to the bullet namespaces. And we're going to move all of these to the death namespaces. Okay. But yeah, about death. Restart level on death. We're changing this to 5 seconds. This is not going to be static anymore because we're going to take some data from outside. Actually, should we? Yeah, I think we will. Int wait time. Maybe you can't do those in coroutines. Either way. Oh, whoop. Why did I put that there? Why is that not afloat? Okay, so we'll just have a serialized field up here. Okay. Yeah. So now if I want to change it afterwards, I can change it in the thing. If I don't, that's fine too. Okay, death sound. Death sound works exactly as expected. Destroy on impact works as expected. Cool. Okay, destroy that. We should probably also get some sounds going for bullets, for these walls getting destroyed. Die. Ah, oh God, they're eating me! They're eating me! Ah. Okay. I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay. The ammo refill. We are going to take that ammo refill. We're going to take this nav mesh surface and we're going to move it into the environment. That's going to be one thing that we're going to do. Wait, what? Oh, God, I put the environment in some random position. Okay, hold on. We're just going to take all this, move it out of the environment, take the environment, reset that to 0, take all this stuff, and put it back into the environment. There we go. Okay, good. It's at 0. Okay. Crisis averted. But yes, the ammo refill. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add a respawn timer where it keeps a reference to the refill ammo. And actually, can I turn this into a trigger? And then instead of on collision enter, on trigger enter. Yep, that fixes that. Should. Okay, give it a second. Save. Play. Okay, so what I want to do is, instead of ammo refill destroying it, just turn it off and start a timer. And when, like, we'll do a coroutine. When that coroutine goes off, it respawns the ammo. That's my thought. So instead of destroy objects, we're going to start a coroutine and disable it. Okay, so Yes. Private, i.e. numer. That is how we set up the coroutine in the other one, right? Player death. Hold on. Restart level on death. Yes. Okay. New respawn ammo refill. Private flow. No, not private. Don't need that in there. Respawn time. We're going to set that equal to 100 seconds to start. Start coroutine. Cannot resolve Simbo. Respawn ammo refill. Respawn ammo refill. Hold on. Oh, this is outside the class. Whoops. That'll do it. That will do it. Okay. So. Yeah, so we refill that. I'm just guessing that that will be the amount of time needed to respawn. But hold on, let's actually field private int. Yeah, because these are all ints. No, that is an F. That is an F. My goodness. F for me. Float. Respawn time. We're going to set that to 100F. And we're going to send in ammo respawn time. Okay, so it will respawn in whatever time we set here. And we're also going to set a private int ammo refill amount. And we're going to set that to 100. And we're just going to set that here. So that's no magic numbers anymore. Okay. So. This coroutine is going to start by, we want to turn off the renderer and we want to turn off the trigger. And then we want to do the opposite. Okay. So, here's the plan. Turn off renderer. So I need a reference to the renderer and a reference to the trigger. So ammo refill. Okay, so that's just the sphere collider. We're just going to close that window. So the sphere collider is on this object. So require components. Require a sphere collider on this, and on awake, we'll grab a reference to that. Just cache it so that we don't have to get it anywhere else. Okay, so we get our sphere collider, and the other one we're just going to have a straight up field private. Yeah, mesh renderer, ammo renderer, ammo pickup renderer. Okay, so and then so we're going to turn that off, and then we're going to do the exact same thing again after the respawn time to turn them back on. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, on disable, stop the coroutine, respawn ammo refill. Okay. Yeah, kill that coroutine if we get disabled. Okay. So now we're going to go to our ammo refill and get the mesh renderer in there. There we go. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. First, environment, enemy spawner. We're going to set the time between spawns to like 100 seconds because I don't want them here anymore. So, save that. Play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. 10 bullets. We are down to 90. We're back up to 100. Now we just need to wait 100 seconds. Oh, God damn it. You know what? No. This ammo refill is going to, refill us to 100, but the ammo respawn time is going to be 5 seconds. Save. Play. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring us back up to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fire a bunch of bullets. Back up to 100. Sweet. Now all we need is a sound effect. Yeah. Reload. Reload our bullets. Adult content. Okay, we're gonna get not listen to that one. Nope, not the sound we're looking for. I'm looking for kind of a cheesy-ish sound, you know? Just like a... That, right there, that. That sound. Okay, we're going to download this one. I need to modify this, though. I'm not a huge fan of how it sounds. So, we're just going to open up Audacity. Thank you. Sound effect by the free sound community. Why is free sound so prevalent here? All right, so we're going to add in our downloaded sound. All right, I like that the later one, so we're just going to split the clip, get rid of that one, move this one back over here. Split the clip again, get rid of that. Now let's get back to the beginning here. I'm a fan of that one. I'm a not fan of how loud it is. So we're going to go down a couple decibels. Generally, you want to come up with some kind of rule for how loud certain sounds are. Like, there should be one sound level for things that are a long distance away, and one sound level for things that are right in front of you, and one sound level for things that are expected to be within your environment. Or there might be a better way to handle this, or a better way to think about it. Basically, all of your sound effects, they're gonna... Yeah, I think intensity would be a better one. Basically, all the sound effects that you're gonna have in any kind of project are going to have an intensity level where there's like stuff that is super, super far away. There is stuff that is going on directly in your ear, where each of those has their intensity level. And you want to try and keep them to around that intensity level in the sound files. So I'm going to say that this gun cocking sound is going to be like a medium to low intensity. So minus 12 decibels is going to be the goal. Yeah, that's good enough. Export audio. No, this is not going into the hex Minesweeper. So I made a little hex game. I made Minesweeper with a hex grid, and I called it B-Sweeper. And I was like, sweet, cool, I made a unique thing. And then I went on itch and uploaded it, and I found out that there were 4 other B-Sweeper games that were exactly what I made, but made by other people. Okay, library. No, not in library, in assets. We don't have an audio file yet. Save, export. Okay. We need a folder for audio. Okay, so ammo refill. We're also going to attach an audio source to this. Private Audio source. I don't know why I'm singing, but sphere collider, get component audio source, and type of rigid body. No, not rigid body. Audio source. There we go. Okay. So we're going to set that to false. Set that to false. Before we do those, though, we're going to start playing the sound. So audio source dot and we're also going to set the pitch. Oh, wait, I need an audio clip. Serialized field, private. Audio clip, that is the ammo sound. Sure. Ammo sound, but I'm also going to change the pitch. Yeah, there's multiple versions of random, so you have to specify which one you're using. So Unity Engine has random. Unity Engine Mathematics has random, and the system has random. Usually, for most applications, you're going to want to try to use Unity Mathematics.random, but there's a little bit more setup to it. But it has more functionality and it's more performant. So. Okay, so we've got a couple of things going on here. Here, let's just void set ammo refill active. Bool active, yes. And then we're just going to take these, put those in there, and set those to whatever active is. Okay, yep. Yep. So now every time we hit it, should play the audio track. So save all that, get out of there. Any change I make, I need to make... Oh, hold on, let it load. Take your time. Okay. We need to make the change on the prefab. So ammo refill. And we want to get the clip here. There we go. Hit play. There we go. We got bullets. Sweet. Not dying, I promise. Like I said, every day I get closer and closer to not having a cold. I'm not there yet. But I'm getting closer every day. It just gets a little bit better. A little bit closer to just not being sick. That's the goal. That's the dream. Okay. So we now have a character. We have a character that dies. We have ammo that refills and respawns, so we can start placing those around the map. We need a goal. We have a failure state, but we don't have a win state. It cannot be a game unless there is, well, I guess it, no. There is a win state. If there isn't a win state, the game basically becomes a simulation. I know there are the cozy games where you just, play as long as you want, but most of them will try to have some goal that you are working towards. Yeah. So, how do we win? What's the goal? Okay, how about this? The spawners for the enemies are physical structures. And if we destroy those structures, all of those structures, we win. However, the spawn rate will go up for each structure we destroy. That's workable. Okay, so each spawn point, so we're going to end up destroying those and creating a new thing. So okay, reset that to 0. What's our spawn point going to look like? What's going to be our, what's the bastion? If you think of the bastion of evil, what do you think of? I usually think, when I think of a bastion of evil, I think of like one of those sort of corporate style tall structure things, big skyscraper. So yeah, remove the box collider. And we're going to give it a position and scale of, let's go 5 tall, 2.5. Okay. And 3 and 3. There we go. A skyscraper. An evil skyscraper. We all know what makes things evil, right? Painting them dark colors makes things evil. So we're just gonna make it black. Very smooth and metallic. And we're gonna have emission set to extraordinarily high on the black object. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Before we do anything else, bullet pickup material, we're gonna rename that to just bullet material. And 2, we're gonna add some emission to that. Increase the intensity. I want to put a bullet in here. And let's see. On the global volume, we're just going to increase the intensity of bloom by a lot. You're firing mini suns every time you fire bullets. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. Because I'm pretty sure, even if we turn off emissions, because they are super reflective. Okay. So we can lower this by a lot. Like 1, 2, 4. What's this look like now? This is going to sparkle, isn't it? Ooh, they do kind of sparkle. Okay, we're going to turn the bloom down to like 4, 1. Yeah, we'll just leave the bloom at 1. Shiny. I like shiny objects, so. Okay. Yes, we have our shiny object now. Goody. I like shiny. Now. What next? Right. Our health. That was a complete tangent off to the side. Let's see. So we have our spawn point cube. I'm going to add a box collider to it. 2.5, 5, 3, and 3. And we're going to... Oh, that's right. We have to set separate layers for stuff. Okay. I'm going to add a layer for enemy and bullet. Okay. I think that's it, right? So we go to our spawn point, include enemies, exclude. Include bullets, exclude enemies. Actually, no. Oh, even better, even better. Nothing is trigger. Could we change the bullets to triggers? No, because then they wouldn't collide with these. Let's see how these work as spawn points. Because I am curious about that. I'm thinking they'll just spawn on the outside of it. Because they'll try to look for the point that has... Maybe. Player, environment. I am looking for... spawn points, because I want to delete all of you and replace you with this. Spawn points is going to be 1. There is 1 spawn point now, and that is the cube. And we're going to spawn 1 per second. File, save, and play. Let's see what happens. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it spawning them? Pause. Where are they? They are... Ah, okay. It is spawning them inside of it, and they are unable to move. That's not good. What is not set to an instance of an object? Library, cache, AI navigation, navigation overlay. Okay. So... Oh, that's something I can do to fix this. The false wall doesn't have anything on it. So what I need to do is I need to take the spawn point and add a nav mesh modifier. Remove the object from the nav mesh. I think that's it. Okay, cool. So they just phase right through it. I can't go through it, but they can. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. They just kind of phase through it. All right, now. Okay, that fixed that. I'm going to put the spawn point directly on the spawner. Delete the reference to spawn points so we can just have those on there. Yeah. What else does the spawn point need? It needs health. It needs a way to get damaged. So we're going to label this as add tag. Spawner. No, not spawner. I might add destructible to it. All right, we're going to add... What? Yeah, we'll just add an enemy spawner tag. Spawn point, enemy spawner. It is tagged. Okay. Now what I should do is add a spawner health component. This is going to handle... I'm going to say 2 things. First, bullets are going to have a lifetime where they're going to get destroyed after that lifetime. It's not necessary from a memory leak sort of way, because bullets are just going to get destroyed the instant they hit something. So there is a problem that you will sometimes find in... I found this in a couple of jam games that I've played, where if a bullet gets out of the map, it will go on forever, and the game will continue to do all of the math for it. And if you have a very long game and a lot of bullets escape, that turns into a memory leak, which is, just where something that should not continue to exist on the system continues to exist and slows everything down. I am not going to have that issue with bullets, but I don't want them to keep going after they've left the screen. So I am going to have a destroy on timer script that's going to destroy bullets after they have existed for a certain amount of time. Blah. I am slowly dying, and it's only 10 a.m. Okay. Serialized field, private float, time to destroy. Timer. All right. Timer plus equal to time delta time. If timer is greater than or equal to, we do not need the equal to because you very rarely get that in floats. If it is less than time to destroy, then return. Otherwise, we can remove this. It's just game object. Okay, destroy the game object. Simple as pie. Save. Okay. Let that reload. Give it a sec. Let it breathe. And we're going to set the time to destroy to 3 to start. Make sure we save that. Make sure we save this too. I am mildly paranoid now about our game. Just because of the whole, everything dies thing that it seems to have going on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these survive off the map, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm just going to assume that works. I mean, it's a simple enough script. It should be fine. Okay. So that little tangent out of the way. Destroy on timer. We're going to put that on in death. Spawner health. Yes. So we're going to have a basic health value. Float health. And on collision, enter do we have a specific tag for bullets? We do not. Okay, we're going to add a tag for a bullet. And we're going to put that tag on our bullet. Bullet. Here we go. Now, cool. We got a bullet. We hit it with a bullet. If we hit the thing with a bullet, health minus equal to 1. Sure. That 1 is a magic number, but you know what? That's okay. We just want to set how many bullets does it take to hit it in order to destroy it. If it's less than or equal to 0, then destroy it. Yes. That is all we're doing. I want to do one little thing extra, because I want the enemies to become somehow more dangerous as the game goes on, right? I want them to hurt the player a little bit more. I want them to be faster. I want them to spawn more often. So we start at like maybe 1 every 2 seconds. Then after you destroy the first one, it suddenly becomes 1 every 3 seconds. Or 1 every second, then 1 every half second, then 1 every quarter second. So by the time you're going after the last one, it's just a constant wave. So if other.gameObject.compare tag bullet, if health, okay, so we destroy the game object. Static int number of spawners. Actually, how does it want us to? On awake of spawners plus plus. On death, number of spawners minus minus. So now we're going to have, actually, I'm going to make that public, and we're gonna get private set. So that way this number is only modifiable by the this class that has it, but it can be gotten by anyone. Okay, so what's next? Yeah, we're just going to give the health a pre-established value of 5. And each time it's hit, we should have 2 sound effects. Audio clip, audio clip. All right, first one is going to be take damage clip, and the other one is going to be destroy clip. How do I want to do this now? How do I want to do this? Yeah, we'll set this up now. Where do I want to play this, and how do I want to play it? Because the object itself, when the object is destroyed, any audio source on it is going to be destroyed with it. I think we'll just do the take damage clip then. Okay. Okay. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let's, just for the sake of play audio. Take those, stick them in there. Drop the health, play the audio, and if health is less than 0, reduce number of spawners and destroy it. Okay. Simple enough. What kind of clip are we going to use for the damage clip, though? Now this, I'm curious now if this is just going to automatically add it on to the spawn point. Audio source. Let's see. Take damage clip. What are we going to use for our... Just to test it, we're just going to throw the rifle on there, just so it has function. Cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, still trying to access it. Okay. So that means I need to modify. Why am I moving the microphone out of the way? I'm still streaming here. Spawn enemies. So basically, we would need to remove that from the list it is in. Think about that for a sec. How do I want to do that? I usually get to the point around the 2-hour mark where my brain starts to slow down a little bit because I've been working on it for a while. And I need to, like, walk around a minute, think about something other than it, you know, puppies and kittens, puppies and kittens, puppies and kittens, and then go back to it, which I will do in a second. But I just need to walk off screen. Ooh, stretch my leg, because I have been standing here this whole time. Yeah, I got a standing desk years ago that I realized for a while I wasn't using at all. Like, it's kind of the point of it. Yeah, I am going to take a break for half hour-ish, 10 minutes. We'll see. I will see you guys in a bit.